We're not muted, just so you know. Just for the record, we're here. I'm just waiting for Jay to come back from the restroom. Are you back, Jay?
I think so.
All right, cool. We'll stall out for a couple more seconds. Shout out to all the homies in the chat, though. Who do we have already here? Shout out to Problem Dagoon, first food that commented. Shout out to the homie from Cam, extra large. Shout out to P Town Main. Shout out to Naughty Food.
Naughty fool. God, you pissed me off.
That shit says naughty G.
That's naughty
I can't
fool.
help it, baby. I can't help it,
Dang.
boy. Shout out to Big Rick James. Shout out to Rockham. Shout out to Ames Delogue. Pomona in the house. Shout out to the 909. What are we doing here? Stall out, folks. Stall out for just a couple seconds. We're doing great. We're doing really great here. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. We gon' we gonna chill for a couple seconds. Watch live now. We chilling for a couple seconds. Jay knows what's up. Jay don't know nothing, homie.
I
All
know
right.
everything.
What
Everything.
what do you know?
I know that you're a very nice individual.
Handsome man.
I wouldn't go that far.
You didn't see the Adam clip where the guy crashes
Handsome
out on
man.
him? Yeah. And instead of them saying the PDF, it says handsome man. I'm not gonna talk about all that. That's something entirely different for tomorrow or something. Sergio G, much love from Idaho. Highly appreciate you. Jay, what up? Filthy, what up? Feel like that's not true. Uh, what are your initial thoughts about? Dang, let me see your screensaver. Why is it pink?
It's the pink is booming season. It's just a shirt.
No, why is the numbers pink?
It just made it like that.
Oh, it chose that,
Hmm.
and you went with that decision.
It looks good, right? Is there something wrong with pink? Look,
What's up, bro? From
whatever. They can't see it.
Indianapolis. Shout out to you from Indianapolis. I saw it all. Trust me, I'm highly observative. What are your thoughts on this list that I made?
The list was good, right? I didn't have nothing to do with it.
You didn't?
You asked me.
I put in the people you said to put in.
Yeah, you did. But I didn't do none of the numbers. So when I saw it, I thought the numbers were pretty accurate. I think it was a pretty good list. I think it was a pretty fair list. And there's not a lot of the lists that be coming out. There's a lot of
There's lists.
yeah,
Who else made a list?
like what's his face?
Who?
Dejan. He be making them little LA rap cards, right? But there's like 50 different categories. It's too much. So I like how this one was a little bit shorter. It was a lot more summed up, and a lot of it was more on facts rather than.
I mean this with the utmost respect. I've worked with Dejan closely, pause, and he's fibbed about a couple of things in the recent past, so I can't trust his judgment at this point.
I hear you. I understand.
Respectfully, of course.
I understand. I just felt like it was pretty a pretty fair list this time around.
Shall we begin?
Shall we?
What's up, bro? They back after the broke up? Chef said, "Where's Juan? Who, Cholo Juan? Cholo Juan's probably in Oxnard somewhere." Let us begin. Oh, wait.
Nice. Good job.
That's not it.
Nice. Good job.
So, here we have the Hall of Fame. Shoreline Mafia. I could have put them individually, but I think everyone knows them for being together. And the simple fact of that matter is, OGZ alone has over 5 million monthly Spotify listeners. Not on one song, not accumulatively. No. 5 point something million active Spotify listeners monthly. That's just what it is. And anytime he drops a video, it does M's. So that, I mean, at what point is it no longer fair to always put him number one, number two, number three?
Here's a ghost right here. Shout the shoreline.
Little Rob. Summer days just sitting around watching the sun go down. So simple. I don't even explain.
I'm ready to party.
Yeah. Little Rob goes without saying. Conejo, the urban legend himself. The nightmare from West Adams. Blah, blah, blah. My bro. Shout to Conejo. No explanation needed. But just in case, everyone, you could leave any single. Anyways, yeah, if I left him off the list, people would have talked shit. He would have talked shit. Nah, he doesn't care no more. He doesn't care about rap anymore. I respect it though. Shout to Conejo. King Little G. After these two gentlemen had a run, because they're kind of from the same era, generally speaking, King Little G and this man, young drummer boy, also had an epic run. As a matter of fact, King Little G and Drummer and Shoreline and Mafia are right before each other. You know what I'm saying? These fools were first, and then these fools did their damage. So crazy. Anyhow, point is these are trailblazers, I believe they're called.
I respect that.
All of them are actually in their own specific way. And someone that's overlooked by the general rap community, not to say hip hop, but the rap community, is the legendary Sick Jackin from Psycho Realm. Um, one of the greatest lyricists, English or Spanish, like one of the greatest bilingual lyricists for sure. Countless classics. There's there's a lot of people with tattoos of his gas mask on their human bodies. So this is my Hall of Fame. I'll read it and weep.
I respect it.
Is there anyone on is there anyone from the list that should have been in the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question. What do you guys think, chat?
Because Giovanni spelled out his whole set.
One by one.
Jay, could you shout me out since he did it? Miss Sin 619. Oh, how are you?
Shout out to you. Dear. Shout out to the 619.
Landslide. How's Drummer Boy in the Hall of Fame? Stop it. Tell me how he wouldn't be. So if the two of the top 5 got their first million views with Drummer, what would that rate him in his own words? I think he made an exact example of that.
Drummer Boy's been doing this, man. He has been doing this, and he stayed relevant.
High tone in the Hall of Fame? No, respectfully, no. I already, I could imagine why you're saying this. It's because you saw the post, and I addressed High Tone in the No Names podcast directly in the DMs. It wasn't direct shun. It was just, damn, that's a lot of people on the list, fool. And I forgot. Respect.
Who else could have been in the Hall of Fame?
I feel like Bravo the Bag Chaser was forgotten in the Hall of Fame because I feel like he's also someone that would be in the top 5 every single time, no matter what. And it's unfair to rate him, even though he's so young.
I respect it.
I'm pretty sure, like in 2 years, everyone that's in the top 5 right now, if they continue at the rate they're going, should no longer be rateable as the best of the best because it's like you're already the top elite.
Let me ask you this: do you think Suede needed a spot here? Who rest
Yeah,
in peace?
you know what? That's valid as hell.
Rest in peace to Suede.
That's valid. Super valid. I can't be mad at that.
Because Suede is like a young legend who passed early, right?
Suede is definitely along the lines of maybe a Bravo, right?
Right.
So he would have had to at least had been in the Hall of Fame.
I feel like he could have used a spot, you know?
I respect that.
Rest in peace to Suede. No.
So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Moving forward.
Solid Hall of Fame, though. I respect it.
Is there anyone else I could have put in? I could have put in Kid Frost. Oh yeah, you know what? There was a comment that Miss Lady Pinks made on Hot Wheeler Media and said that I should have included Capone. She didn't say it like that. She said it however she said it, which is fine. I said that's another individual that I accidentally left off, and it's not because he's not worthy of being in the Hall of Fame, because even if people don't agree that his skill level is fucking elite, his impact is probably a 9 or a 10 in his heyday for sure. Today is debatable, and I don't need to talk about what that looks like for him today, but
Right.
in his heyday, his impact is 9 or a 10 for sure. Had the one of the blah blah blah. You already get it. The biggest. I don't need to go through all of it. You get it though. So shout out to Capone. Shout out to High Tone. You guys were not left off the list on purpose. Oh, and shout out to Bravo. Some people were not left off the list on purpose. My bad. Self provoked. I don't know if self provoked cares about rap right now. Does he? Nah, nah, nah. Icon Hall of Fame. And you know, if I could rate myself as a rapper, I would rate myself a 8 in skills. I could rap.
Yeah, you can rap.
It's a fact. Freestyle coming soon.
Fire.
No lie. Are you gonna get on it or no?
I'm down.
Well, say less then. Um, numbers wise, I'd probably be like a 7, maybe a 6.75. Numbers wise, in my prime. Impact. If we're gauging my impact then, probably like a 6 or a 7. You're gauging my impact now. I mean, you see it. Point though is a shout out to everyone in the Hall of Fame. Moving forward, honorable mentions. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Hood. Definitely, at the very least, deserves an honorable mention. He's been making a lot of noise. He has a lot of fire features he's on or with or etc. Because I don't know whose songs are which at this point, right? But like he got one with Sucker Free and someone else. This fool had, or is it J10 Foe maybe? I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to mess that up. Keep It Hood has songs with Peso. I mean, that's his dog. I mean,
Yeah.
that's automatic action right there. You know what I'm saying? Gravedigger has, made some waves recently. He's doing good. He does not suck at rapping. It's pretty good. Shout out to Gravedigger. OJ the Sickest got signed to Cheeto or signed to Mala. Definitely has been on the prowl. You know what I'm saying? We interviewed him at the food community when I was there. Shout out to him. J10 Foe. If I'm not mistaken, I can't tell. They say he's in jail. And if he's in jail, they're making it look like you are home, brother. I
Yeah.
thought you're home. Is he home? Do you know?
You want me to be honest? I've only ever heard a song from like 3 people on these honorable mentions.
That's why you need to get socked out. Or
Or they need to go up.
maybe it's because there's only like 3 people from the IE on this list right here.
It's not even IE people.
What's cracking with you, homie? You good or what?
Nothing. Yeah, I've only heard music from Mr. Keep a Hood, Blanco, Rich Rabbit.
You've never heard of J10 Foe? Well, he's doing numbers.
Fire.
He's going up for sure. JoJo 2 Faded. We've reviewed his fucking music, Jay.
Then I've heard it, but it wasn't like, I don't know, like
It
no
was good. We
disrespect.
rated him high.
Okay.
Anyway,
Shout out to him.
Shout out to JoJo 2 Faded from San Diego.
Shout out to Charlie Stone. Like I know these people, I know their names, but like I've never.
Babyface. I believe he's a Mala artist as well. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. The Quinceañero himself, Big Blanco. He's doing good.
Yeah, shout out to Blanco.
Someone tried to tell me he didn't deserve to be on the list because I did consult a couple of people other than Jay, and someone said he did not deserve to be on the list. I think otherwise. Shout out to Blanco. Richie Cartier, that fool could rap.
I've met him, like I know him, but
That fool could really rap though.
I know we've reviewed him. But
I like his beat selection. I like his raps. His numbers could be significantly better, but I mean that's why he's on the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Charlie Stone going up. We need to see his numbers improve a little bit more. That's also a marketing issue and not necessarily error on his behalf. Not even an error per se. Shout out to Charlie Stone. He got that coming. Big Swift. You ever heard of Big Swift?
I think I have heard of Big Swift, but
Just gonna ask you if you've been living under a rock.
why do you say that?
Shout out to Big Swift. He got the honorable mention coming for sure. Fully the First. I think he has a viral hood vlog with Duno going right now. His music
Cool.
is doing his thing. PK96 doing his thing. Obviously, you're familiar with Rich Rabbit.
Shout out to Rich Rabbit.
Anything you want to say nice about any of these individuals?
Shout out to them. Keep going.
I don't like your negativity with your size and you practicing Lamaze or some shit. You having another baby soon, or
I don't even know what that is.
why are you breathing like that, homie? Is why I'm asking you that.
Nah, cause you wanna like.
I want to what?
You want me to crash out?
I don't want you to crash
You want me
out.
to say something dumb, and I'm
I
not
don't
going to.
want you
You
to
do.
say
You do.
anything
You do.
dumb.
Nah, you do. Trust me. I know you do.
I don't.
You do. Shout out to these individuals. Keep going up.
Crash out then, homie. What are you gonna say about the homies, G?
Nothing. I don't have nothing
That's
to say.
fucking right.
Shout out to these individuals right here.
Let's go. Shout out to honorable mention. Shout out to Hall of Fame. Oh, before we start, we already started on. Make sure you guys go get this new banged out Shaka Paisley.
Yeah, I love mine.
It's in the mail.
No, it's not.
Since you haven't wanted to go to the warehouse, like I've been telling you, to get your photo shoot.
It's just far.
I just start
fool.
saying all kinds of facts that are unnecessarily need to be said. Anyways, go to shakaware.com for all your streetwear essentials. Get your new Paisley. Get your new streetwear essentials hoodie. Use code Eyekon20 for 20% off all your fire merch. There's a gang of more shit on there that they just dropped, but this is what I'm wearing right now. Oh, I mean, the Shaka shorts. Am I wearing Shaka socks? I don't even know anymore. Shaka hat. Oh, this is one of one. They haven't dropped this yet. My bad. Shout out to Royalty Honey. I have a blue honey pack, as you can see up there, that matches the Shaka Paisley tee. So
And
if
they're
you want
fire too.
if you want to be banged out in all blue, do your thing. Shout out to all the Crip homies that would probably highly appreciate this as well. I said shout out to Honey Packs. Their link is in the description. I was with Burner yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Days are a blur. And you guys may or may not know who Stingy is. You don't smoke pot like that, so I don't think you know who Stingy is, but
I know what Stizzy is.
do they sponsor you?
Nah, that's just what I know. But you know who does sponsor me?
Who?
Cookies.
This is, right now, the only one in existence.
Yeah? That's fire.
This is fire. This is fire as fuck.
I haven't seen this yet. So What the is that?
Hit your ass with the smoke gun, boy.
So we have the pistol and we have the Tommy gun?
Yeah, I have everything, respectfully.
That looks like a grenade launcher.
Oh, wait. I think it goes like this.
It has a flashlight on it? Does it come with a beam?
I'm not exactly sure how to use it yet. But yeah, this is how it goes. Something like this. Right?
Shout out to Burner.
Shout out to Burner. Cookies Tommy gun. Act like you fools know about it. I don't expect you to, though. I forgot how to use it. Is there a fucking special button I should have pushed? But yeah. And I don't know how to take that out, so I'm gonna just leave it in there. Pause. Cookies Tommy gun.
Shout out to Cookies. Shout out to Burner.
Matter of fact,
Shout out to the Tommy gun.
I'm just keeping this shit out. That's too much. It's too much.
Fool.
All right. Shout out to the Cookies Tommy gun. What? All right. So now here we go with the list. You want to start in the beginning? Or you want to start then? Start in the beginning.
Start at the beginning, sir.
Well, in no order. And maybe I should have put this slide in the middle or something so that way no one felt like this was the order.
All right.
Peso. Peso, peso, peso. I'm going to actually do this and do this so that way I could pull up an email real quick. So that way there's no questions about what's taking place right here. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So, Peso's numbers are a 10. Why is that? Because he has the highest numbers out of anybody on this list combined, which is Spotify and YouTube. His skills are 9.5. Do you object?
Nah.
His impact is a 9.75. And you may ask, what is impact? If he does a feature, it's making moves. If he says something, it's getting reposted. If he, yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
He's moving the needle.
You can't really, you can't really
He's shaking
debate
shit up.
Peso.
Now, if we're wondering exactly what his numbers are, Peso's highest video in the last 10 months is 3.2 million with multiple videos with M's. Every single video, if I'm not mistaken, has an M. He has 400K active Spotify listeners as we speak. Lefty Gunplay, his numbers are 8.5. That correlates against the highest, which is him. So 2.5 and 150K. So his numbers are at 8. His skills, a lot of people are complaining that I gave him a 7, that it should have been lower. Be glad I didn't give him a 10 on some super bias shit, which I could have easily done. I think his skills are a 7. I know what he's capable of. I've seen some good songs. Some people don't like him, so they're going to talk shit. Some people actually think he sucks. That's their opinion. What is your thoughts on his skill level?
I think the skill is pretty accurate. Because Lefty can really rap.
Yeah.
Y'all have heard a lot of everybody wants to talk about like the Thizzler freestyle or whatever, yada yada yada. That fool can really rap, and I'm really, 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 really glad that you made his impact a 10.
His impact is a 10.
I'm really glad you made that because anything that he touches is doing numbers.
Fact.
On a dead YouTube channel, it's their first video. If they do a video with Lefty,
It's going up.
it's going up. So I'm glad that you did that.
People are going to say I'm biased, but
I don't think that's biased. I think it's facts.
I mean, sure, we interviewed him first, but he's not the first boy I ever interviewed. He didn't like make my channel.
No, no, no. That's not what I'm saying. But he could make some. At this point, he could make somebody's channel. Respectfully.
I feel it. Um, so shout out to Lefty Gunplay. Rowdy Racks, numbers are an 8. Again, folks, these numbers are not make believe. His highest viewed video is a video with 2.1 million views, and his Spotify active monthly listeners as we speak are at 100K. So if this is his numbers and he got to 8, and these are the numbers are of a 10, you get it, right? Cool. Skills 9.5. This will be styling
100%.
out. He be styling out.
100%. I would have given Rowdy a 10 because he's different. And I feel like a lot of different individuals can rock out with Rowdy's music.
You want to know what? Maybe he does deserve a 10, but I don't know why I didn't give it to him.
I think he deserved it. And if he didn't, I would have moved Peso down to a 9 and Rowdy to a 9.5. Just because I think Rowdy's wordplay and the fact that
It
a
could
lot
be
of
crazy.
it's
It
crazy.
could be crazy. I respect it. And you know what? Rowdy, if you're watching this, bud, probably should have been a 10. It is what it is. His impact is a 7.5.
I respect it.
It's also, he's not the most interviewee, sociable fool. He don't be crashing out.
That's true.
He don't be doing any crazy shit. But it's still high because if he does something to shake shit up, like he could get on a song and it's a valid feature. You know what I mean? Like it'll help increase the views of the individual that got the song from him. Next up is Chito Ranas. He has the second most amount of numbers. 2.2 million YouTube views on his highest viewed video. Again, another individual with multiple M's on his videos. And I'm only talking about this year alone. 2024 fiscal fucking year, folks. He also has 265 monthly Spotify listeners actively as we speak. Some people are gonna ask how I could rate Chito Ranas at 9.5 right below Rowdy Rax, and let me tell you why. Because he could also style out in Spanish. That's gotta count for something. I know you don't speak Spanish, and my Spanish isn't fucking perfect either, but with that being said, he styles out. He does what he does.
You want to know something crazy?
Let it off.
I've never heard a Chito Rana song
That's why you're gonna burn in hell forever.
in my life.
Do you want to listen to one?
No.
Why?
I can do it on my own time. We're reviewing right now.
No, I'm not gonna play it right now because that's a copyright.
I'll go listen to one, yeah. But I've never heard a Chito Rana song. I don't know.
He has some shit.
Fire. Shout out to him.
Impact is another 9.75. He can do an interview. It's going crazy. He could drop a song. It's going crazy. He could be a feature. He's going to assist that artist in getting bigger numbers, etc., etc. So shout out to him. If this was a 1 through 10 list based on numbers, he would be number 2 on numbers. Impact, he'd be number 2 as well.
I can see that because I've watched a ton of his little clips. He pops up everywhere. I just never took the time out to go listen to his music.
Viral. Drex is a 9 in numbers. He has more numbers than Rowdy. What has Drex got? I'm only doing this for this first slide, just so you guys know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Although I did do it for everybody, just for the record. In case anyone wants to cry and say I'm being biased about the numbers, like if it's a make-believe, these are everyone's numbers, folks. Facts, the entire list. I looked at everyone's numbers from the entire list. No cap. It is what it is. But where are we here? Drex, 1.9 million with multiple M's himself, and he has 240K on Spotify. So that's how he got that 9 in numbers. Skills, 7.5. I feel like he hasn't been rapping a very long time. He has a lot of room for improvement, but he doesn't suck by any means. Am I wrong?
I think it should have been higher. Respectfully.
How much higher?
I think he at least deserves an 8.5.
Off of hype or off of actual lyricism? Considering you've wrote a couple of raps,
Actual lyricism?
that's what my skill is based on. Actual lyricism. Fools putting together words that rhyme in a cool way with stories and
That's
this
not
and that.
just skill. It's dog.
Cadence, all that shit. That's your as someone that has
You
rapped.
think Drex is 0.5% better than Lefty Gunplay words wise?
They have different styles.
Words wise, forget the style. You said it's based on lyrics.
You realize Lefty did a decade in prison and all he did was read and work out. So although
That's
he
fine.
chooses to use particular words when he speaks and does his little hand shit, don't take away from the fact that he's not fucking eloquent is the word we'll use.
I think Drex deserves an 8.5, respectfully.
I'm not mad at it. His impact is a 6.5.
I respect that. I don't think he's been doing it long enough
doesn't do
to
a
have
lot
a
of interviews.
huge impact.
Although I do look forward to possibly interviewing him today.
But he does have an interview with academics. I don't know who else. I don't know anybody personally who
That's
else
a point that I make to people constantly. That he's the only person we personally know with academics interview.
because that's big. That's real big.
The only other person I know with an academics interview is Adam 22.
Yeah, true.
Personally, anyway.
Rapper wise,
Adam's a rapper. He has a video coming out with Big Sam.
I'm a rapper.
You have rapped.
Look at that. Look at that. You seen that? Hover over that one more time. Over my name. Just hover. Oh, you see that? 100K.
100K is pretty crazy.
Fire.
How does it feel to enter the 100,000 mark?
It feels good.
At what point do all your fake followers fall off?
Fake is crazy.
I'm just kidding. Those were probably very hard earned.
I busted my ass for those, man.
Let's review here what they're saying in the comments. Where's Baby Bash? I don't know what Baby Bash has done this year. But he is a legend in the game. The Lefty's more controversial, that's it. He's only controversial because people choose to frame the clips the way they do, which adds to his impact. Cheeto, Jay lives under a rock. Tell Jay to listen to All the Smoke.
I will. I promise.
I think he's talking shit in that one. Not about you, but... Youngsters that say Viejon. Oof, I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying. J bumps R&B and Christian music.
I just listen to people from my area, respectfully.
Like shout out to Sick Dog. Glamour, shout out to you. How about my Dodgers though? Damn. Respectfully, where's J.I. Bands at? I'll look into that right now. You should have put Cuete Izquierdo's skills at 3. Damn. We're using whole last names. Put Norteño artist on. To my knowledge, those who despise me in the comment section, it's pretty blatant. Eyekon, how about F Nasty? He can spit. F Nasty got bangers. Let's go to the next slide. Huh, what do you know, F Nasty? And just so that way no one talks shit about the numbers, I'm just gonna go through some of the numbers still. F Nasty has 46,000 YouTube views on his most viewed video this. Oh, that's Frosty.
That's Frosty, sir.
My bad. Where the fuck is Nasty at? Where you at, baby? Okay. F Nasty has 900,000 on his latest YouTube video. On one of them in this year. His highest viewed video this year. Respectfully, excuse me. But he only has 30K Spotify listeners. So you have to do the math on that and see how that all plays out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe it's debatable he could have been maybe a 7. But just to keep it ultra real, I gave him a 6.5. Because then there's Coyotes right below him with some crazy stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's that. Val 9. Okay, his skills are a 7. Is F Nasty higher than a 7? Just so that way you're aware of how I did this, every time I was about to put their skills, I listened to 2 of their songs. They may not have been their best songs. I don't know what their best songs are because I don't got time for all that shit.
You see, with the skills, what was Lefty's rating?
7.
I have to disagree again because Lefty can really rap, right? And a lot of people choose to see past that because they're just haters. But F Nasty, I feel like, deserves a higher rating.
Have you heard F Nasty songs?
Of course.
And you think I'm wrong?
I do think you're wrong.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. I'm just here to
Fuck.
give my opinion.
I think this is stuck in there. Think I fucked up?
No, because I could probably get it out because I don't have soft hands like you do.
Try it.
Try what? Get it out?
Yeah. I want to see if I put it wrong. Stingy showed me. Impact is a 5. He's still working. As your numbers grow, your impact grows.
Impact is a 5.
What would you have gave him?
I would have gave him a 6.5.
You want to know what? I didn't take one thing into consideration.
No
The
jumper?
Grand Theft Auto shit.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. He also does stream. And he works hard at it too. He's
Nah,
always
he
live.
works hard. So you know what? I'm willing to admit this could possibly be wrong. Moving forward, Val 9, 5.5 on the numbers. Her numbers are what they are. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Her skills are a 6.5 in my personal humble opinion, which may not mean anything to anybody whatsoever. She has like an underground boo bap style. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I was a fan of it. Is it stuck or is it not stuck?
No, it's definitely stuck. Respectfully.
It is, right? I messed up?
Give me like a screwdriver. No, I'll get it out.
Fuck it then.
We'll get it out. We'll get it out. I have no idea who that is.
She's a popular female rapper.
That's
But
cool.
again, she is in a lane that I don't think has a long road ahead of it. I'm not hating. But who's the biggest like that style? I don't know, like Tech 9 or something. She's like in a Tech 9 kind of lane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She don't rap like that, but like
I see what you mean though.
I think she's capable of pivoting if she so chose. Because if you know how to rap, you know how to rap. You just gotta change up what you're rapping about. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Her impact is a 4.5 because well, you don't even know who she is.
I have no idea.
Not to say that she's not nobody,
Nah, I just don't know who it is.
but in our large racket, you know, it is what it is. Numbers for Coyotes are a 7. Shout out to Coyotes. They got 201K on YouTube on their highest viewed video this year and 107K Spotify listeners actively. Their skills are a 9.5 is what I put.
I respect it. You know, after our last time talking about them, I went home and I listened to them.
They're all right.
They're hard. They're dope.
They're all right.
And their little style with the music video, they drop like an Instagram reel.
It's fire.
Fire.
They're going out of their way.
For sure.
And those
Shout out to
aren't
these
even music
individuals.
videos. Those are literally just Instagram.
They're just for the reels, yeah. Like
him riding the horse one I just saw this morning just by chance.
I saw the one where he was talking about always being on his phone and like not being a present dad, and then like the mom is behind him and she's on her phone.
That was
Fire.
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 Crazy topics. That's a 9.5 in skills.
I
Impact
agree.
is a 6. Because I feel like people are barely catching on. But they're not at a 5 because they got a Shaq in their music video, and that's got to count for something.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Shaq's
I didn't
the
see that.
homie. Shaq's literally
Oh,
the
that's
homie.
dope.
Through music. I don't even know how or what.
That's dope.
They were also signed to Whack 100. That's got to count for something. Maybe their impact should be like a 7. 6.57.
Maybe a little bit higher. Because
Maybe
I do be seeing them.
I could have been wrong on the impact. I don't think I'm wrong on. Well, I'm not wrong on the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. Skills though, give him a 9.5. Got to give it up to him. What about the next guy?
Well.
The legendary check in with Swifty Blue. His numbers are an 8. And his numbers are an 8 because his highest music video on YouTube as of 2024, this year alone, 720K. He does have multiple M's, though. I didn't even list that right there, but it's a fact. Multiple M's. And he currently has 150K Spotify listeners. That's damn good. So his numbers are an 8. Skills, I'll give him a 7.5. I had to go listen to a song or two because there's moments where he's done. I've shot a lot of videos of him in the past, a lot, and a lot of them are features. And sometimes he doesn't give the best feature verse. I'm not hating. It's not whack. I'm just saying.
Some artists are like that though.
I'm not saying they're whack. I'm just saying they aren't your best work. But then I heard yesterday or whatever day it was, I listened to Suede Flow freestyle. He got busy. It is what it is.
Have you listened to the infamous songs? I think it was a three-piece, the back-to-back-to-back diss tracks. I think
Not,
it was Letter to My Ops or something like
I
that.
don't think I did. I'm familiar with them though. I've saw clips.
I think that's some of Swifty's best work, although I don't agree.
It's wild.
Although I don't agree with the lyrics, but I think the delivery and the song itself was hard. Now that's not me riding around listening to it. I'm just saying.
You guys also have to keep one thing in mind right now. Some of these individuals on this list have not been the nicest to me on the internet, Swifty being one of them. I don't really respond to that sort of rhetoric because I believe I'm above the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But his impact is an 8.0, partially because of them diss tracks.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
It could have been higher.
Yes, 100%. Swifty gets posted everywhere. His TikTok, like random channels on TikTok, be posting him. His check-in videos still are resurfaced every month. Like he's everywhere. He gets posted everywhere. He hops on a YouTube video, says some one thing, it's viral for the next month. I think his impact deserved to be higher, respectfully. I think at least a 9.
I respect it. As you can see, I'm undershooting people's impacts. And it's not even on purpose, it's just in my mind from what I see. I'm also considering that some of the very, very viral things he's done were not in 2024. Although, like you said, he did have a three-peat where he
Yeah.
dropped three back to back to back to diss songs. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So that could be altered. It's not gonna be, but it could be.
And I've heard a couple of rappers who got their name dropped go, hey, it was hard though.
Gotta respect.
You gotta respect it. Like that was hard music, but I just don't agree with what was said, you know?
I will say that this fool has experienced some unique hardships during his career, and had he not experienced some of these deep hardships, he potentially could be top 5.
I respect it.
So it is what it is. Coming up next, the Playa Mobster. It's a little weirdo. 8.5 on the numbers. He has more numbers than Swifty Blue. Just in case you need to see.
It's not a 10, but he's an 8 or a 9.
I accidentally deleted what it was. I think it was like 3 or 4 mil
Fire.
or something like that on his highest viewed video for this year, or maybe 2.1 if I'm not mistaken. But that comes with multiple M's on other videos this year alone, along with 170K Spotify listeners, which constitutes him being slightly above Swifty. Skills are an 8 or 9.
8 or a 9.
Shout out to him. His impact is a 7.5. He doesn't really crash out on interviews. He doesn't do shit like that. He's not very controversial, but if he does say something, he's getting screenshotted. You know, shit like that. Like if you're screen record worthy and then they repost you and it causes a ruckus, it's a thing.
What about impact in your area? Is that a thing as well? Do we rate it off of that?
I think the impact has to be across the whole culture.
So I feel like Weirdo had a really big impact
On San
for the
Diego.
younger generation out of San Diego.
I respect that. That's taking it. That's what everyone on here. I think, with the exception of Val, I think everyone has a impact a minimum of 5 because they're a factor in their area. Like
Yeah,
F
that's true.
Nasty song that has almost 1 million views is his hood anthem. That alone constitutes a fucking 5.
Yeah, that's true.
This is not elementary school where you start with an A and I deduct you down as we go. No, if we start from 0, like the rest of us, or work your shit up. So minimum 7.5 for this fool. Anyways, moving on. Torta Slayer, supposedly. You fools are talking shit in the chat. Val 9 got styles and flows for most males artists. I'm not gonna talk shit and like debate um how well I think she does or doesn't rap. Uh, his skills are easily one. Oh, anyways, let's go. I can't. Oh shit, wrong way, wrong way. All right, yeah, here we go. Young Chach, shout out to Young Chach, gangster ass fool from the 805. A lot of people are confused about this number rating. I am not in charge of saying, oh, well, I think he did good. Let me give him a 5. No, fool. I'm not saying he complained. I'm just saying, in case he wanted to.
Mm.
30K YouTube views on his highest viewed video of 2024, which means the last 10 months and 2 weeks, and 5K active Spotify listeners. Numbers are 5.5.
Hey, that's valid. But where is Boy West Coast?
He's in the Hall of Fame. Actually, there's people that are not even in the Hall of Fame because they're actually on Mount Rushmore, which I did not make a slide for.
You think he's on Mount Fumor?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That is not Mount Fumor.
Boy West Coast is on there.
No, he's not.
He was at the club. Bottoms up when he first met you.
But he couldn't get enough.
I don't remember the name of I don't remember the rest of the song. I wish I did this so badly right now.
That'd been fire if we went back and forth, huh?
That would have been crazy as fuck, and that would have proved the point.
That's not.
His skills might have been trash. Nah, even then. I don't want to talk about Boy West Coast. He's not on the fucking list.
I'm sorry. I just saw it in the chat.
I don't see it.
Shout out to Frosty Chasing Dough in the chat.
Shout out to Frosty. Frosty got a high skill level. We'll get to him. Skills on Young Chach is a 6. This is me as a rapper speaking. I'm not saying the homie sucks at all. I'm just saying if you're on the list right there with Westmont Scheme and Baldacci and Sadio, the skills have to skill. I don't know if you're familiar with Westmont Scheme's raps, but he's one, and we'll get to him right now. Anyways, the skills are a 6. That's my personal opinion. Chach's impact could be a little higher. He got a no jumper interview. That should have automatically taken him to a 6, and I didn't consider that when I was making the list. That's what it is. Shout out to Young Chach, though. I highly respect that.
Shout out to him. He's cool people.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't need to be on this list, but I just respect them enough to put them on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Chach is one of them. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah. We just went over Weirdo.
And you guys.
B. Cortez. We're getting there. There's a lot of slides right here.
Westmont Scheme. Westmont Scheme. Have you heard of Westmont Scheme?
I haven't.
Double S. That doesn't come to mind?
Okay.
That doesn't come to mind? All right,
No.
Well. He should have been on the full community freshman list. I even told him he made the list, and for whatever reason, he didn't make the list. But, yeah. Not my decision. But his numbers are a 5. And in case anyone's wondering why his numbers are a 5, because his highest viewed video has 35K and for this year, and he has 4K on Spotify actively, which is basically the same as Chach's numbers, except Chach has a little bit more. But anyways, skill level though, he's a 9. If you haven't heard anything,
I
take a
haven't.
gander when you're bored.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lie. There's no need for me to lie. Impact is a 5. I think a lot of people's impact will be higher as they get their numbers going. Westmont Scheme was recently signed to OTR, so
That's cool.
OTR takes good care of their artists, from my knowledge, as far as their marketing and shit. So I'm pretty sure the impact of the numbers and everything is going to go up. Baldacci is next on the list, and his numbers are a 7.
Why are so many people mad about Baldacci's rating, sir? I see a lot of comments that disagree with you very heavily, more than...
Landslide said Bozo is flaming you on IG. I actually reposted what Bozo said, and all he said was, if there was a list for the realist,
Uh-oh.
If there was a list for the realist, then he would be on it.
Let's go take a look.
Unless there's more.
There is.
Uh-huh. He said there is. Let's go take a gander.
No, there's not.
Damn, who made this post? Culture Uncensored? Scandalous.
Who's that?
Another page.
Oh.
Trying to gas it up. I respect it. Baldacci is a 7 on the numbers. I didn't even say why because I got distracted by the chat. He has 212K on his highest viewed video on YouTube as of the last 10 months. And he has 54K active monthly Spotify listeners. So shout out to that 7. That's a valid 7. His skills are innate. That fool could style out too. He does his thing. And his impact is a 7.5. He also dropped a diss track that did what it did. He's also a part of like a crazy elite circle, like a Esteban Oriol and shit like that. And he's in a documentary of LA and shit like that.
Oh, that's dope.
So I mean, on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the main star, but he's definitely in it.
Yeah, he's a piece.
He's not a blur in the background.
Fire.
So respect to Baldacci. He's been doing his thing for a long time.
I didn't even know that.
Shout out to him. Chino the P is a 6 in numbers. He gets a 7 because that will be rapping. Give him his credit where credit is due. But his impact is a 4 at this junction. I feel like it could be a 5.5, maybe. But I left it there. No disrespect. No disrespect, yep. Sadio, his numbers are a 6 as of 2024, but let's not take away from the fact that this fool has multiple millions on the board from other videos before this year. Facts. He took a break to be an ultra gangster for whatever reason, which I suggest he just focuses on the music. But my boy wants to be out on the city streets doing his thing. That's up to him. You know what I'm saying? His skills are a 7.5 to me. They could possibly be an 8 because that will be styling out too. What? What does it say? I can't see it. And who gave me that rating?
Bozo. He said dialogue -10, realness -13, representation -13, impact +5. You want me to read the caption?
Where is this at?
On his page.
Hey, it is what it is. That's great.
That's not Eyekon's fake laugh. That's his real laugh. Trust.
That was fire. I like it. Where was I? Sadio 2 times. There you go. Impact is a 5 because he hasn't done anything recently that moves everybody. But like I said, he was part of a bowling movement when that rap group was doing numbers. And yeah, and he got to M's by himself as a solo artist. So
where do I fit on this list?
You have the same exact rating that Bozo just gave me. They should have just added you to that photo.
I respect it. But what about like if we're talking like numbers wise?
On YouTube or in Spotify?
No. Just across the internet.
That's fire. Frosting Chasing Dough is a 6 in numbers because the numbers are the numbers. And that's just what it is.
It makes me mad too. Not gonna lie.
Why?
Not because it's your rating. I just think he deserves more.
Marketing. That's the marketing department.
What do you think it would take for this fool to blow up? Because it's all there. His music videos are good. He
just
performs
time.
well.
Maybe just time. I don't know.
Oh.
Or do fools just blow up off of one video? I don't know how that
It's
works.
possible. We've seen it happen. Why is Frosty not viral? He deserves it. His music is good. It's different.
I don't know what makes someone blow up. I couldn't tell you that. Otherwise, I'd help more fools blow up. But his numbers are a 6. His skills are an 8, though, for sure.
For sure. Right? For sure. I respect it. I just, his numbers. He said, I just got to be skinny and it's over. I disagree.
Haha. I think that might ruin your image if you get skinny.
Yeah, fool, like, you're different. Your music's good.
His impact could probably be higher.
Yeah.
Skills are an 8, though. That fool could definitely sing.
He could rap too.
And he could rap. CNG numbers are an 8. Skills 8.5. Thoughts on his 8.5?
I respect it. He's another one that can also like switch from English to Spanish, and I like that.
And that's what I was gonna say. Someone else told me when I was showing them this rating system. They said, "How is he at 8.5?" And I literally said exactly that. Like, hey, that Fuka switched up to the Spanish and do his dance.
I like when artists can do that, even though I don't understand it. I just think it's fire. It just sounds dope. Respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Impact is a 6. Is that low? That might be a little low.
I think that's low for CNG.
I feel it.
I definitely think that's low.
If he does a feature for someone, if he does a feature for MC blah blah blah, is it gonna move the needle significantly?
MC Bob?
Not MC Bob.
Shout out to MC Bob.
MC blah blah blah.
It could do numbers. He's gonna do more numbers than it was going to originally without him.
Yeah, valid.
I mean, I definitely think he has an impact. And you know what?
And I mean this with the utmost respect, but if the impact was significantly, super significant, it would affect Frosty directly being his right-hand man.
But look at go look at the songs that they've done together.
They're crazy. They go up, is what I mean. Crazy on the numbers.
Go ahead and move on. And I'm going to look real quick.
Crook 1 got a 7.5 in numbers because his numbers are his numbers. 8.5 on the skill. Is that fair for Crook 1?
For numbers or skills? Both?
Skills.
Yes, I agree.
6 on the impact. Could go up 1 or something like that.
I say 6.5. Shout out to Rich Rabbit in the chat.
Rich Rabbit in the chat.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Frosty does numbers by himself.
That's valid.
Like
Yellow Hill DM me today, or was he commented or something, one or the other. He said I was wild for those numbers, and his skills and all his numbers should be higher. His numbers are his numbers. Yellow Hill, if you're watching this, bud, or if this clip gets sent to you, your numbers are based on your actual numbers in comparison to the rest of the people on this list.
I think it was more so about his impact.
Impact. In 2024, when LA Ain't Safe dropped, impact high. Song was powerful. There was a fucking billboard that said it.
LA is not safe.
Facts. But yeah. As of the last 10 months, it's a 6. Could be a 7.
I think Yellow Hill is pretty consistent though, I'm not gonna lie.
No, he does his thing for sure. Skills wise, is the 8 fair?
For sure. I think Yellow Hill should be like 9.5. I'm not gonna lie.
On skills.
Yellow Hill can spit.
Highly capable.
He can spit. I don't know if you've listened to Yellow Hill like that, or if you were just skimming through to do your homework to put a number up because he deserved to be on the list. But if you listen to Yellow,
crazy.
Yes, he can spit.
Significantly better than everyone on this particular slide.
Definitely way different. Yellow Hill like be putting pain in his voice. His music videos, like he has music videos where
he has some fire music videos.
Like you can feel his like feelings through his music.
Are any of those in 2024?
Yes.
I need to go look.
You need to go look.
MC Bob, 9.25 on the numbers.
I respect it.
Numbers super high. JRSS, crazy how Rich Rabbit is on that list and not Gravedigger. I have no idea what you're talking about because Gravedigger is literally on the list on the same slide as Rich Rabbit. But we were saying MC Bob 9.25 numbers are high as hell. Facts. Skills 7.5.
I agree. I
Are
agree
you a
with that.
big time MC Bob fan? Someone was a big time MC Bob fan that I was talking about.
Hey, I rock with MC Bob.
It must have been you then.
Hey, I don't think I'm not like a huge fan. I just like MC Bob. That fool posts so much and does so many different things with his TikTok. That fool's all over my For You page.
Uh huh.
There's girls just like making videos with his face on it, with pictures of him. That that is impact to me. That's a big thing. If you can go viral from other people's pages, that's impact. Like the girls love MC Bob. That's impact.
The girls love MC Bob.
Hell yeah.
Fire for him.
Shout out to MC Bob.
So MC Bob's impact might have been should have been higher because his Instagram number or is it TikTok?
Both.
It was something you told me that were high. I didn't investigate.
Even his TikTok lives be going up. He be having hundreds, sometimes thousands in his live.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I get on my live, which is not hundreds and thousands, but
That's Instagram. That's a little bit harder.
I haven't gone live on TikTok yet, so I don't know about that life. But my wife does like 1,000 people, 2,000 people, so
It'd be like that.
it is what it is. Moving on. Trouble Kid. 6.25 in the numbers. His numbers have been higher in life, but in the last 10 months, his numbers are his numbers. 7 points on the skills. He could rap in English and Spanish pretty good.
Fire.
And his impact has been higher, but as of right now, I think it's like a 6 or a 7. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Obviously, when
it.
I'm right there, I can't be putting 6 or 7, so I put a 6.
I respect it.
Little Maru. Numbers are obviously high as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Let's see. Let's see.
Where the fuck is Little Maru in there? Who was the first person on that slide?
Trouble
Oh,
Kid.
here we go. Yeah, so here's a perfect example.
That's a lot of listeners.
Trouble Kid has 30K and 21K, and he's at 6.25. Little Maru is at 375 and 325. Maybe, but then I can't give him a 9 because if we go back to the first slide, there's people that have more numbers than that have a 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. Because at the end of the day, 325 looks big until it's next to 1 million.
No, I think the listeners.
Oh,
is
the
what's-
monthly Spotify listeners is crazy.
is what stands out right here, for sure.
Now I know why he drives what he drives. I'm not gonna disclose that.
Yeah, there you
That was
go.
a little
There you
more,
go.
You know what I'm saying? Skills are a 7.5. That's my personal opinion.
I'm gonna go 8 because he's also diverse. He doesn't just rap or sing.
I
Because
feel-
what else does he drop?
I
What
got
else
it.
has he been working on?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think he's
I didn't
diverse.
take into the corrido into consideration, and maybe that would have bumped it up a little. That would have bumped it up to an 8 at least.
That shows diversity, right? That's a lot of skill right there.
Facts. Impact is a 7.
I respect that,
I think that's very fair.
especially as of now.
He doesn't do many interviews at all. He doesn't do anything.
He knows how to turn a crowd up though. When I brought him out in Riverside,
Fire.
yeah, people loved seeing him out there.
Impact. But them 2 points above the baseline, I haven't seen like maybe if he wanted to show more of his personality and fuck around on
I respect
interviews,
it.
I'd probably go crazier. Sad Boy Loco numbers are a 7.5 because they are 167K on YouTube as his latest greatest on YouTube and 71K on Spotify. Skills are a 7. Maybe they could be a little higher because you want to know what he has like an old school style, but it's like highly perfected. I feel like when he does the girl songs is what I'm saying, like specifically.
Hey, that song "Bruising" with Slim 400, rest in peace, and YG,
Too crazy.
and he came out on it hard.
I think I heard it once or twice. Pretty
You
good.
probably have.
I think the songs with the girls are where he does the most damage. I
respect
mean,
it.
obviously there's gang signs, but that was
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
first major one. Impact is an 8. If he pops out and says something that's gonna get views, it's gonna move some shit around. I don't really see him outwardly shitting on people, But if he were to, you know what I'm saying?
It's Sad Boy Loco.
The sad boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gave Reverie sevens across the board. Are you familiar with Reverie?
No, sir.
So I want to tell you, she was also in the underground lane. I feel like she's coming out of it a little bit, which is good because I don't think there's a longevity to. I mean, I guess there is. I don't know. It's hard to explain the underground market. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her. I think her numbers are fair on the seven on the. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. Again, numbers are numbers. I don't make that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I rated her skills a seven. She's fair. Not
I'll
necessarily
take
my
your word
favorite
for it.
style, you know what I'm saying? But she does good. She has a lot of fans,
I'll take your
which
word
is
for it.
why she has a seven. She's also probably toured Europe more than any artist
Oh, fire. That's pretty cool.
on this list. Next up, G Money DT.
The grimy Loke risk taker.
The grimy Loke flaked on an interview the other day.
Mr. Bounce Out.
I haven't had a chance to look at the thing. I have a feeling some of those fools look at the comments, are getting bots on their videos. Look at the comments. I'd have to go look. Numbers though, 7.75. 7.75. 500K YouTube videos on his most viewed video in 2024 and 102K active Spotify listeners. Shout out to him. His skills are innate. I've heard him go deep. I've heard him go like braggy, swaggy type vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I gave him an 8. Impact 6.5 because he's not quite there yet to where it's moving and shaking crazy. But smile, tell me, let it off.
Somebody said you're the new Adam 13.
In the chat
No, in a comment.
on that post, it'd be like that. Let it rip. 6.5 on impact because they do post him when he does little things.
Yeah.
So they're posting him for reasons outside of music, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Little Quete. Someone said, "Why do I have Little Quete on the list?" And I said, "Because he made an impact in 2024."
I respect it.
He has videos of allegedly chasing down a particular rapper, all kinds of crazy things. Not
Did he?
necessarily chasing down, but on the hunt.
Oh, yeah.
It was unique content.
Yeah.
His numbers for Quete.
We need an Eyekon and Plug Talk collab. Palabra.
Culture Uncensored says, "Damn, Ellie Icon's realness was rated accurately -13." Little Quete's numbers are like, what kind of response do you want from me right now? We're trying to get through this list. 60K Spotify and 175K on YouTube. Pretty good. Skills are 7.5. Because that fool could rap on some gangster shit, and I listened to a song randomly just to see what it was, and for this list purpose, and it was a deep song for his girl,
Okay.
and it wasn't bad at all. I was like, damn, all right, I see it. Impact 7.5.
I respect it.
I rock with it. Lil Queta's been around very, very long, like Little Rob Long. So shout out to him, still doing it. King Cash numbers have been higher in life. He has touched M's. Facts. But he took a break to manage and he's doing his thing. So as of right now, he has 6K on the Spotify, actively listening, and 204K on his highest viewed video on YouTube as of right now. Skill level is an 8 though. Some of the coldest hooks I've ever heard.
Yeah, Cash is hard.
And he could definitely rap. 6.5 on impact. Could be higher, but you know, like I said, his impact has been higher, but he's getting back into the swing of things as far as the rapper is concerned. You know what I mean? Devour.
That is not Devour.
That's Devour.
That is not a picture of Devour.
It's a picture of Devour, fool. I didn't pick it. The graphic artist did, but it's definitely a picture of Devour. I don't know why he didn't choose one of him with the Long hair, but it is what it is. 8.5 on the numbers. Facts.
That does not look like Devour. That is not Devour.
God, fool. I'm not
Fool.
gonna debate with you. It's him.
That's not him.
He just doesn't have long hair, and right there he has facial hair. It just is what it is.
Fool, it doesn't even look like Devour.
8.5 on the numbers. If we need to reflect very briefly, 230K active Spotify listeners, which is quite a bit, and 802K on his most viewed YouTube video. 8.5 on the skills. I asked Drummer Boy who he thought was the best Latino rapper the other day, and when I said if it wasn't him or him, he said him. So that has to be based on some sort of skill.
Why he look like PNB Rock? That is not Devour. Devour has neck tattoos
This is an old photo.
from when he was black. Like that's not Devour.
That's Devour.
No, it's not.
I'm not gonna debate with you about a photo. It's him. I
Oh,
promise.
he doesn't have neck tattoos, but still.
God. Impact 7.5. The boy was in jail for a long time. He made it home. I expect the impact to go up a little higher. Facts. Another person gets posted, etc., etc. YB 6.5 on the numbers. 30K Spotify currently, and 136 on his latest video in 2024. Not latest, but his most viewed video in 2024. Skills are a 7.5. That's debatable. Probably could be an 8, but 7.5. He has had some bangers, some extreme bangers.
I respect it.
Like the song with Carolyn Rodriguez, probably one of his best songs ever. Highly deep.
Shout out to this individual right here. It's the homie. Good peoples.
Impact 7. He doesn't do controversy per se,
Yeah.
which probably adds a little bit to the impact 'cause, everyone wants to see a little bit of drama,
Yeah.
etc.
Mm-hmm.
But he has gotten some really good looks, been on some big platforms, so that doesn't come without impact, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to YB. Malo Mac, similar numbers as YB. Skills probably should have been a 7.5 right there with YB, maybe even an 8. Also, I'm like cadence wise, they're highly in pocket when they both rap. But Malo
I
Mac
agree.
also, we're talking about Malo Mac at this point. I'm just saying why both of their ratings could have been higher.
Yeah.
They don't style out the way Rowdy Rax might, though. It's like, that's a complete switch up. He switches from one thing to another entirely on different songs,
Yeah. Malo Mac is hard though.
which makes the rating higher. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Malo, I got love for you. Skills are a 7 or 7.5, possibly, maybe a 8. Impact is a 7. He also doesn't do a lot of controversy, but he has been in a little bit here or there. And yeah. This fool said Malo Mac fell off, bro. Nah. He's still doing numbers. Facts are facts. Let's see how many slides we got left.
That was number 6 out of 11, sir.
God. All right. Bozo just made a list of me, or a rating of me, which I'm not going to speak on right now. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But right here, which is a fact, is 6.25. And I don't even mean that in a condescending way or anything. It just is what it is. I actually wish you wouldn't have said anything so I could have said more nice things. I'm also not a hater, so I will. 46K active listeners on Spotify. That's highly respectable. He's getting money from streams, facts. 165K on his most viewed video on YouTube, which is a feature with Lefty Gunplay, but hey, he's on the song. So it is what it is. He got to get his credit where his credit is due. His name's on the song. So skills wise, I think the skills is a solid. I could have gave him a 7, probably, but just to keep it viciously real, 6.75. Do you agree or disagree?
I never heard a song from Bozo.
I've heard a couple songs from Bozo. I've had him on a mic drop before, back in the day when I was doing Cypher series. He did good on that. And he does good overall.
Like I'm aware of Bozo and maybe I've seen like a clip, but I've never like sat down to listen to him. But shout out
but
to him.
but he's not rapping like Westmont Scheme or Sucker Free, for that matter.
Is he like super old school? Like,
No, he's not
no.
super old school. He has his own. He has his own style.
He has his own style. That's dope.
Give him his credit. Some people try to talk shit about his voice. Doesn't bother me. His voice does fine. But they're also haters.
I'm just gonna
Hating.
take your word for it.
You
I'm
know what
just
I'm saying?
not familiar enough to give an
I
opinion
think
on
the
it.
hate Bozo gets is because he shits on a lot of artists,
Oh,
and
okay.
the fans of those artists don't like him for that. I don't think they don't like him because he sucks or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He does his
Gotcha.
thing. Impact is an 8. Could be a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Maybe like 8.5.
played a pretty big part in things and whatnot.
Uh, I think, like for instance, right now he said something about me. Let's go. Uh, Peso with the text. I'm gonna have to go look at that after. Let's take a look at the impact of his post right now. It's doing all right. If his post dissing me would have had more numbers than this post, that would have been crazy. That'd be fire. And then that would just go to show my impact is a lot higher. But anyways, 8.5. 8.5. I gave him an 8 right here. I'll give him 8.5. Shout out to Bozo. ATM Danny. Are you familiar with ATM
Yeah,
Danny?
yeah.
ATM Danny's numbers are 120K active listeners on Spotify and 256,000 on YouTube. And I gave him a 7. So that should just for example purposes, there's a very large gap between those numbers of him and Bozo, and the rating isn't that far gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
skills are an 8. That will be, excuse me, by the way. Skills are an 8. Styling out. He could sing. He could rap.
Yeah, ATM Danny's hard.
He goes crazy.
He does his thing.
Unfortunately, his impact is low. I don't know why he doesn't get more love or more action like by vlogs, and
Yeah, viral songs on TikTok, no?
I'm not familiar with TikTok. That's my own fault.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd bump that up a little bit. Shout out to ATM Danny.
I feel it. He said, "Where's Young Drummer and King Little G in the Hall of Fame?" Mr. Mayhem said, "Who in the hell is ATM Danny? He raps. He raps. Obviously, he has a lot of views and listeners. He has M's, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just talking about right now. Cam de Guapo numbers are a 7 because his numbers are similar to ATM Danny's.
I respect it.
Skills 7 with room to grow. Skills are a 7 with room to grow. Impact is a 6. He does got a no jumper mic drop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he got the Eyekon TV honey pack mic drop actually coming soon. But beyond that, Impact is 6. He doesn't really talk too much shit or anything like that to do controversy.
Yeah, yeah.
He just does what he does. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at that. He's also still fairly new, so his impact will grow with time, I'm sure.
That's dope. I'll be bringing him out at a concert this weekend.
Young Dopey, numbers are a 6. He has 17K Spotify listeners actively and 100K on a video. His highest viewed video of 2024 has 100K. So the numbers is a fair rating compared to everyone else right here. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
Skills 6.75. He is not the most lyrical rapper, but he's definitely getting his point across.
Facts.
So I'm not mad at it. Maybe I could have gave him a 7, but he doesn't suck at rapping, obviously. But he's not fucking Nas neither. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So I feel like that's a fair rating. So just my personal opinion. I feel like my personal opinion is an expert opinion, but what do I know?
Nothing.
8 on impact. I think Young Dopey carries himself in a very honorable and dignified way. So he doesn't really touch on controversy, although there was a little bit recently. It wasn't viciously outlandish,
Okay.
crazy talk.
Uh-huh.
It was still gentlemanlike, you know what I'm saying? So you got to give him props for that.
Fire.
But I feel like a 8, maybe 8.5. Gotta give it to Young Dopey. Sucker Free 104. Sucker Free 104. 10K active Spotify listeners, not bad. And 250K on his most viewed video or song he was a part of in 2024. So that's how the numbers reflect for that. Skills are at 8. I feel like the homie has been getting better and better as he's progressed. He has Cypress in his corner, so that's definitely gonna help him sharpen his sword. We're getting fire ass beats.
Fire.
Getting fire ass beats probably makes you want to gas a little harder. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he's managed by Cypress, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to that. Skills are at 8. 6.75 on the impact. I feel like he might have had a hand in helping J10 Foe get a little popular. I could be wrong, but to me, that's the way I saw it on my brief research. So that's got to add a little bit to the impact. If you're helping your homie blow up, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? And although they're not fully grown, blown up, the
If you're capable of helping another person grow,
facts, the trajectory is upwards. You know what I'm saying? So
there you
they're
go.
going up. So there's that. Yep, 6.75. He's also, doing his thing. Pretty consistent. Like I said, he got connections that make sense for him to have that impact. He's doing his thing.
I respect it.
Moving on. Bishop Snow's numbers are freaking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. This one is crazy to me. I think you're tripping.
Bishop Snow has 840K YouTube views on his highest viewed video in the last 10 months. He has 100K Spotify listeners. That's fire. That's fire.
His numbers
His
perfect.
his skills are a 6.5.
You're tripping.
I'm pretty sure.
You are tripping.
Well, I can't ask you if you heard a Young Dopey song or a Bozo song,
It doesn't matter.
so that way you could rate it against a similar style. They have similar styles, generally speaking. Although I feel like Bishop Snow raps on more funk beats.
Bishop Snow deserves a 9 in the skills department. 100%.
Explain.
How many songs of Bishop's have you heard?
One or two. For the purpose of this list. And that's the homie. I just don't listen to a lot of music.
For the purpose of this list, there you go.
What's
if
a song I
you-
should have heard?
Party in the Hood.
I feel like I listened to that one.
Bishop Snow can really, really rap. Like, he's hard. Go listen to Bishop. Really listen to him, though. Not just like skimming through. Let me listen to this song. Oh, yeah, it sounds cool. Like, you rated Bishop Snow lower than Lefty Gunplay. And Lefty's the homie and Bishop's the homie. But I think Bishop Snow is a better artist right now than Lefty.
when you say artist, what does that entail? Because this right here is about lyrical skill.
Lyrical skill, he's for sure. Then that's like out of the water. Like,
He destroys Lefty Gunplay.
yes.
I can't be mad at your opinion.
And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. It just is what it is.
I mean, that's the type of conversation we're having. Like, we're
Yeah.
talking about skills, and how else are you going to rate skills if you don't say against other people, like, how they stack up? So, I mean, if that's what you're saying, that's what you're saying.
That's definitely what I'm saying. He deserves a 9.
His impact should be higher then? Because if his fucking numbers are an 8 and you're saying his skills are a 9, then his impact should be higher. Not necessarily, but is he from Oceanside? He might be the biggest artist from Oceanside right now. Am I wrong? So maybe he should have like a 7 for being the biggest artist from his area. Because there's more, right? Or Oceanside artists. I mean, we've reviewed.
I don't know. And if there is, there is. But what I'm telling you is Bishop Snow is super talented.
I respect it. Too Crazy numbers 7.5. Too Crazy's numbers. He got a M, a 1.1 on YouTube, and 40K on Spotify, which is why he got to 7.5 on the numbers. His skills, again, It's like a gangster style. It's not bad. He has like two or three like highly viral. I mean, he has
Pretty big
1.1.
songs.
You know what I'm saying? He has some big songs.
Yeah,
It's a gangster style though. You know what I'm saying?
fire.
And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's just what it is. A gangster rap style.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know how long he's been rapping. He definitely has a lot of room to grow. He left a comment. He reposted. He didn't have anything too negative to say about the rating. Shout out to him. Impact is a 5, and it's only because I don't think he's done any interviews or anything of that nature. I know he ain't. I damn sure don't think he's doing no TikTok dances. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Too Crazy. Definitely had a good year or last 18 months or whatever. Doughboy 909 numbers are a 6. He does have multiple M's though. He does have multiple M's in his career, multiple on multiple M's. But in the last 10 months, he has 14K on Spotify active monthly listeners, and he has 104K on his current highest YouTube video. Not latest, but like his highest YouTube video is 104K as of this year. Skills are a 7. Am I wrong?
The fact that Bishop is lower than Doughboy
You
is
think Bishop Snow is better than Doughboy 909?
yes. And the chat's gonna agree with me on this one. Doughboy 909 is dope, and that's the homie. I got love for Doughboy, but Bishop Snow is a better artist. Like it's like someone trying to argue if like who's funnier, me or Duno.
Who's
That
funnier, you or Duno?
Duno's a funnier person to me. Like
Is he?
respectfully, 100%, and I give it to him. These rappers need to be able to say like, oh yeah, he's a better artist than me. Let me try and get better. Let me try and do this. Everybody wants to have this competition. Like, dog, facts are facts.
Doughboy's impact is a 7.
I respect that.
He's helped other artists blow up. Just
100%.
that alone is off the rip makes it more than a 5. You know what I'm saying? Problem the Goon numbers. Oh shit. Problems numbers are 400, like 400, not 400K, just 400 on Spotify. He's a new artist though,
Yep.
and 71K on YouTube. So there's that. I think his skill level is like a 5.5 or a 6. Again, he's a new artist, if I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
gonna disagree.
Why?
I think he deserves a higher skill rating
Why?
because he has good music. I mean, he is getting better, and he's surrounded by a lot of artists right now that are pushing for him, and I think it's only gonna get better.
I think he will be. There's 3 ladies on this list. B. Cortez. Uh, did did you tell me J.I. Bands had made music this year and released music? Did I ask you at least? I think I asked you. I asked somebody. Probably Dodger. Impact is a 4.5. He's definitely putting on for his section, but he still has. I think he only has like 2 or 3 songs out, so he still has a long
Jab
way to
bands?
go. No,
Oh,
Problem
problem.
Lagoon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He is making noise. He has made a little splash. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing his thing.
What are these videos on? They're on Latin Beast.
His videos? I don't know.
I think his videos are on Latin Beast, which isn't a problem. Is just for me to say that he has a lot of growing to do because if those numbers were on his own channel, it'd make a little bit more difference on his impact, etc., etc. Bree, her numbers are a 5. If you guys don't know who Bree is, go look her up. Her skills are 7.25. She's gassing. Are you familiar?
No.
Really? She's crazy. Well, she's gassing. She's better than a lot of fools on this list. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Impact unfortunately is a 4 though because although she is doing really really good, it's not spreading the way I think it should. You know what I mean? That just comes with marketing and time and including yourself into various things. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Problem. Shout out to Doughboy. Too Crazy Bishop Snow. All right. Last slide. Parkside plugs. Heard of Parkside plugs? Thank God, man.
Shut up, fool. There's only like 2 people I haven't heard of on here.
Parkside plugs, 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 Parkside
That's true,
plugs.
Skrill. I'll give you that one. They are hard to like compare because one is West Coast and one is like more trap. I respect that. But we were talking lyrically wise. I just think Bishop Snow is a better lyricist.
Sharp. That can't be the real Sharp. There's no way that's the real Sharp. We're gonna stall out for a quick second right
Why you
here.
do that? I'm gonna use the restroom.
Go use the restroom. Real quick, chat. I'm just coming onto YouTube real quick so we could take a gander and see what's really happening here. The real Sharp. Let me mute that real quick. That is not the real Sharp. But while I'm here, let's give out some memberships. I got 5 memberships to give out. I'm gonna gift them now. Memberships, here you go. I don't know who these memberships go to. Clumsy, he deserved it. JR, he deserved it. Medicated, oh, he didn't get it. Frankie Malacara. That's a down ass name. Strong got one. I'm not sure who you are, Strong, but shout out to you. I thought Medicated got one. That would have been fire. Yep, those are the people that got the memberships. Shout out to everyone that got the membership. I'm out of here on that little part. Boom, out of there. Back to the lista though. Oh, you're back. Right on time, pal. 5.5 for Parkside Plugs. His numbers are his numbers, which are 122K on YouTube and 10K Spotify listeners. That's not a far stretch, you know what I'm saying? His numbers are his numbers. Not bad though.
Was that sharp or not?
Not sharp. Church would have probably called me instead. 7.5 on the skills for Parkside Plugs. Some people may not appreciate his English rapping, which is not bad at all, if I may say so myself. But he's been rapping in Spanish lately, and that shit's going hard.
Oh, has he? That's dope.
Yes,
Fire.
facts. I gave him a 6.5 on impact. A lot of blogs pick him up. They post him a lot.
Yeah, for
Not
sure.
music related
For
stuff.
sure. I respect that.
And he definitely has juice spillage overage from Suede.
Rest in peace.
Respectfully. YBEs. I'm not saying YBEs doesn't deserve to be on this list. I had him as an honorable mention. Jay insisted that he be rated. So YBEs is on the list. Shout out to him. He's a very good rapper. 48K on his highest viewed video in 2024. He has 3K on Spotify, which is not horrendous. Shit, is more than me. So shout out to that. Skills. I give him an 8.
I think that's what does it. Like, he's hard.
It's pretty hard. On the mic drop I shot for him for Food Community, pretty great.
He's hard. Like this is one of those dudes that you want to watch. If you want to watch a rapper come up, he's one to watch. Facts. If he stays consistent like he is right now, he's gonna go up. He has the look, he has the swag, his music is good, he's consistent. Be on the lookout for YBEs.
Impact is a 4, and it's not even on some hater shit.
I agree.
He's just not there yet, but he is putting on, and little by little with the right moves, his impact will be higher, as well as his numbers. Moving up, we got Young Active. Young Active is definitely deserves to be on the list. He has multiple M's as well outside of 2024. You know what I'm saying? Skills is definitely a 8. Let's see what his numbers are actually real quick before we carry on here. 700K
Fire.
on a YouTube video and 24K active Spotify listeners. That's damn good. 6.5. Skills 8. He styles out. He's another fool that be styling. Hanging out with
I
weirdo,
agree.
you probably got to style
I
out.
agree. 100%.
I like the little style of the wave that they got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Impact is a 7. He he be popping out. I don't know. His impact is a 7. It's kind of weird to explain, but not only that, he's the one of the main fools putting on one of the main young fools besides like Weirdo, because he's still kind of young. But yeah, Young Rich numbers are a 4.5. Who is it telling me that I needed to put Young Rich on here badly? Must have been Dodger, huh?
Young Rich, the whitest essay ever.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. No, I'm just playing.
1.1 on YouTube.
Fire.
1.1 M on his highest viewed video on YouTube. Respectfully, he's a feature on the record, but his name
Cool.
is on
He's there. He's
his
there.
name is on there. So you got to give him his credit where his credit is due. 7,000 active monthly listeners on Spotify. That's what gets him to 4.5. Skills, I heard a couple of songs. Obviously for the purpose of this, but
Not bad.
he held his own on the feature that he was on that got that 1 point whatever.
Fire.
And the other two songs, he does fine.
I've heard his music. I heard his music a long time ago, and I thought he was dope. So, shout out to Young Rich.
I wish fools paid me to be on this list. That would have been so fire. You fools would have been heated. Cause yeah. Um 4 on an impact. Cause I haven't really I don't personally know of Young Rich like that. So as soon as you said the whitest essay ever, that has to at least take his impact up to a 5 because he has a fucking
A little slogan, yeah,
exactly. That's fire.
and it's dope. The
It's a
whitest essay
slogan
ever.
that people are aware of.
There you
Not, you know what I mean? Like you know type shit. Another person that you thought should be on this list was Big Temps. He has a dash on the numbers because if I'm not mistaken, he had some videos removed.
He did.
So I couldn't accurately rate his numbers because there's videos from this year that were removed. His skills,
All of them almost.
actually, his skills are not bad.
I know.
He's not bad. 6.5.
I respect it.
He's on some gangster shit.
100%. He has a lot of new stuff coming out that's on the other side. It's not all gangster stuff, and I think I like that better than his gangster stuff. Respectfully.
With the features he's getting, because he got a couple unique features that are not in the gangster rap.
There you go. And they sound good and they're dope. Um, and I think his impact is pretty well scored. I think
Yeah, his impact is.
I'm gonna go based off of impact in the area though, right now because of his Inland Empire roll call and Riverside County roll call, where he got somebody from almost every single
City,
neighborhood, city,
neighborhood too.
right? To like all get together and there be zero issues.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing right there. Like you got to have some type of impact in your area to even be able to do that. So shout out to Big Temps, and he has a lot of he showed me some unreleased stuff last night. I think it's gonna go viral. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel it. DMs are lit right now. I wish I could read.
Shout out to Hot Wheeler Media in the chat, my boy.
Hot Wheeler in the chat. Where's the Compton Boogeyman Tres on the list? Don't start. Not right now. Not right now. So, after completely breaking down that list, I think it's safe to say I got a couple of impacts wrong. How many skill levels did I get wrong?
I don't think there was a lot that you got wrong. I think it was all pretty. I think the worst one that you messed up on was definitely Bishop Snow. That's just me.
I respect it. Thoughts? Thoughts on the commentary that we've already began seeing?
Damn.
Chat. Eyekon, give me a shout out, or Bozo's rating is accurate. Shout out to Sal Bravo. That was stupid,
Your comedy.
Sin Warner. You're late, landslide. I popped out. I'm at Lefty Gun playing the Riverside Reaper, Jada Riv.
Wait, what?
Tres needs to drop a J disc coming out on the Food Community channel. Throw me on the wood list, that's I give that list a D plus icon. Damn. Thoughts on the list, folks? This fool said I give the list a negative 13. Where Diablo new album at? That's just fire. Gangster album of the year. I will be posting that shortly. I wish I could find where the freaking original flyer was so I don't gotta post it with everyone else's writing on it. Respectfully. If you have access to the unedited album cover, feel free to shoot it to me.
Hey, Diablo could have been on there.
Diablo should have been on there.
I messed up when you asked me.
And I'm not gonna lie, he should have been on there.
I
But
apologize for that one. Shout out to Diablo.
Eyekon should go home and bump some Bishop Snow. Yeah, Bravo should have been in the Hall of Fame. This was that trash list.
So who do you put on your actual Mount Fumor?
I don't know right now.
You're lame.
I put Bozo there.
Just him.
Only him.
Just four bozos right there.
Nah. Honestly, I don't know. We'd have to dig deep on that. Probably Little Rob. Little Rob, Little G. If we're talking about music, right?
Yeah.
Little Rob, King Little G, probably Frost started it. Well, I don't know if he started it, but he was the first one. Besides Mellow Man Ace.
You just need one more.
Mellow Man Ace's song doesn't count towards rap though. Um, who is it? Four people? Frost, Little Rob, Little G. I don't know.
Close it out.
I can't. Third face yet to be carved.
Fourth.
Whatever.
Whatever, dog.
Cheeseburger stained frost. Damn, that's crazy. Opina is supposedly better than Swifty the Swifty Blue. I almost read that shit.
This
Crazy.
fool.
So in the end, I know a lot of people aren't going to be extremely pleased, but if everyone is willing to look at the examine the hard facts based on the ratings, I don't think I'm wrong. I think I was pretty fair. I did it unbiasedly, and it is what it is. Chat, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts.
Yeah.
Say what you got to say, Hot Wheeler Media, while I read these DMs. 27 text messages, fire. Boom.
You did your research. There you go.
I definitely did my research, especially on the numbers.
The list is a solid B.
Dang, the realtor hit me up. I'm trying to buy a fire ass piece of land.
The next news stream is tomorrow.
No, this isn't news. This is just a breakdown.
Read to the list.
I need to checking. God.
Fools are wild, man. Your list was a B. You hear that? It was a B.
Get your photo shoot real quick. My bad. I gotta manage all kinds of stuff secretly.
I hope that honorable mention.
Almost got LA Icon. Facts, you did. Shout to the Glock Stars AB100 in the chat. Your list was a B. I hope that honorable mention this order. No, the honorable mention order has. I didn't even choose an order. The graphic designer just did what he did. According to Bozo, though, it was a negative 13. That's fine. He's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Rich Rabbit deserved to be on the list. And I told you that.
I hear you.
And you didn't listen.
I need help on the new list. Damn, that's fire. A lot of shots fired, I see. It is what it is. Eyekon's opinion. I guess it's fuck my opinion. I ain't mad at it. Final words before we clock out.
I'm out of here. Shout out to all the rappers on the list. I tried to keep it as honest as possible. I hope nobody took any disrespect from what I said.
No, yeah, fire.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. What else? Thanks for 100K on Instagram. I appreciate you guys.
Shout out to everyone that joined the chat. Highly appreciate you guys. Yeah. Shout out to Glamour, shout out to Carlos, shout out to Hot Wheeler Media, shout out to Rockham, shout out to JR, shout out to Sin Wonder, shout out to Rich Rabbit, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Burn. Shout out to my sponsor, shout out to Cookie, shout out to Honey Pack, shout out to Vibe, shout out to Shaka. Highly appreciate y'all.